Alright, I wanted to do a quick video here and show you guys my new toy, I guess. It is a Syphon coffee maker, so no, it's not a home meth lab or anything like that. And the way that it works is you have these two main pieces. You have this bottom container right here, a heat source, we have a Bunsen burner, and then you have this top container that'll go in here, like so, and it'll seal. And what happens is, is you put water in here, and once it gets hot and boils, it'll force itself up into this top container where I'll add the grounds, and you'll get an actual full immersion brewing, and you'll brew for about 45 seconds, and then take the heat source away, and once the water starts to cool, it'll come back down through, get forced back down, and through this filter right here, and come back into your bottom container, and you get the benefits or the full taste of a full immersion brewing, but you'll get a very clean cup of coffee because you'll have the filter there, so it won't be kind of the same texture or viscosity as like an espresso or even a French press. You'll get that full taste, but you'll have a very clean and crisp cup of coffee. So I've been doing it for a little bit now, and I really liked it. Talking to some of the guys over at the Angry Catfish, which is a bike shop that serves some of the best coffee, they definitely recommended it. So I picked up a kit. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. What we're gonna do first here is just get some water boiling. You can actually boil it in this bottom container, but it just takes a long time. So just using this electric teapot. And forgive my amateur camera work here. We'll try to get you set up here so you can see. So as the water's boiling, I'm going to put my filter in. It goes in the bottom there, and it has a little spring. Fits in there. You want to make sure that it's centered in there nicely. We have a little stand right here, and as you can probably hear, our water was boiling, so we're just going to add it in, and it will brew about 5 cups or 20 ounces in this particular kit. So we're going to add that in, and then we're going to add the heat. So I just have this, again, Bunsen burner, as everyone does, I'm sure. So there we go. Get that going. And what you want to do is you want to add this top part because you want to get that sheen in the water, so the water has a rough surface to boil on, so it doesn't get super heated. You don't want that, otherwise once you put this top part on, your water will shoot up, and it's not something you want. I've already measured out my coffee grounds. You see I have maybe about a half a cup there. Kind of just depends on how strong you like your coffee, but you do end up using a little more grounds than the average just standard coffee pot, just because with that full immersion technique, I just tend to put a little bit more in. Whoa, and you don't want to spill either. So it doesn't take too long to get this going, and you can kick up the heat too. So looks like it's just about ready. So we're gonna seal this in there, and as you can see, it's popping up pretty quickly. And what you want to do is you want the temperature on the top, this top area, to be about 200 degrees. So what you can do is you can use one of these meat thermometers and check the temperature if you want to get really precise with it. But normally I don't. I figured if it's boiling, it'll be about the right temperature, but We're actually a little hot, so we're going to turn down our heat a bit, and then what you can do is actually stir it, which will cool it down a little bit if you need to, but I'm not that picky, to tell you the truth. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our coffee grounds here, and you want to stir them up and incorporate them into the top area pretty quickly. It looks like a soupy mess there, but once those incorporated, then we're going to set our timer for 45 seconds. As you see, it's still kind of bubbling up top, so you don't want to go too crazy, but you want to keep the heat on so it stays up there. And you can kind of see there's going to be a bit of a delineation between on this top. It's almost like a head of foam is going to form up the top there. And again, about 45 seconds brewing. And once the 45 seconds is up, give it one last little stir here just to make sure everything's incorporated. Then we're going to kill our heat source there. And as it starts to cool, you'll see it getting forced back down through that filter and into the bottom container there. So now that it's kind of pushing itself back down, you'll get that nice, cleaner, crisp cup of coffee or pot of coffee, and it'll still have a lot of that great, stronger taste with the full immersion brewing that you have there. And as you see, it doesn't take that much longer than making a normal cup of coffee or a pot of coffee, but you have to be a little more attentive to it. You should get one last burst of bubbles. There you go. That kind of tells you that it's about done. You do want to be careful because all of this is pretty warm, so you don't want to grab onto anything without testing it out. Make sure it's not too hot. So looks like we're about done. I'm just going to take this top portion off. Right there, and put it back in our holder. And there you go, you have a nice pot of coffee. This is really, really hot coffee, and a lot of people really like hot coffee, but I was told that when coffee is extremely hot and you taste it, all you're registering on your tongue is basically hot, so you're not actually getting any flavor. So what I've been told is you should wait about 5 or 6 minutes before you even get in and taste any of the coffee. So I won't let you sit here for 6 minutes before I'm done, but as you can see, I'll pour out a cup here. Get a little closer. You can actually use this as a little coffee server if you want to. It works actually fairly well. And I don't know if you can see it in there, or let me just grab it. You can see it's normal looking coffee, but the nice part, maybe I can hold it up to the light here, is that you can really, it's a really clean, it almost looks like a weak cup of coffee. It's not very, there maybe the best one, it's really thin, so it's doesn't have a lot of, it's not really gunky or very thick as far as the actual texture goes, but it really has a really nice strong taste, which is what I like. I like black coffee and I like strong coffee. So hope you enjoyed the video, and next time you're out and you're at the Angry Catfish, ask them for Syphon coffee. I definitely recommend it.